So Jeremy Corbyn, this is an interview from Sky News over the weekend. Let's roll VT.
Ever since the referendum.
Do you think there should be a second referendum? What do you think?
I think it's an option for the future, but it's not an option for today. Because if we put a referendum tomorrow, what's it going to be on? What's the question going to be?
So more smoke and mirrors from Jeremy Corbyn. Wouldn't expect anything less. Can't commit to an idea. This man is leader of the opposition, but you can't pin him down for an answer if there should be a second referendum or not. He believes that maybe there could be one, maybe there could be one in the future. I don't know if this guy realises, but Brexit's meant to be happening by the end of March 2019. That's not far away now. So we haven't got much time for second referendums. We haven't got that much time for renegotiations. Let's roll the rest of the clip.
I voted in the first referendum to remain. I campaigned for remain and reform. Indeed, I had a debate in this very building to discuss exactly that issue. I think there are reforms needed in the European Union. I think in the future we could have a good, effective relationship with the European Union, which would give us a permanent customs union, which would give us a trade agreement, and above all, would also ensure that we fully cooperate with them on environment and protections.
How would you vote then?
Well, I don't know how I'm going to vote, what the options would be at that time, but I wanted us to remain in the EU. That was my vote in that referendum.
So Jeremy Corbyn voted to remain in the EU in the last referendum. Hopefully you don't have a second referendum. Hopefully it doesn't need to come to that. But okay, this guy is a long-term Eurosceptic. Clip here from 1996. Him being very sceptical on the euro, on the eurozone, on the European Commission itself.
My concern is that we need to be very robust against the conditions for the single currency. A single currency would lead to enormous cuts in public expenditure in Britain and a very rapid rise in unemployment. Now, he appeared to make some tilt in that direction. The other one was a concern about democracy in Europe. We have a European bureaucracy totally unaccountable to anybody. Powers have gone from national parliaments, they haven't gone to the European Parliament, they've gone to the Commission and to some extent to the Council of Ministers. These are quite serious matters.
That's from 96, that was 22 years ago. We've had 22 years to negotiate a better deal, a more democratic EU, but it's not happened in that 22-year time frame. We've had 2 years since the Brexit referendum. There's been no leeway given from the EU in that time. But Jeremy Corbyn still thinks we can negotiate a better deal with the EU. Does this guy not understand how the EU works? Nothing's happened in 22 years since he appeared on the BBC. Nothing's happened in the 2 years since the Brexit referendum. Nothing's going to happen before March 2019. This guy is deluded, he's weak, but he won't ever come out and say his true Eurosceptical opinions because he knows his opinions aren't going to be popular with the Labour voter. Jeremy Corbyn would basically sell his soul to the devil to get a sniff of power inside 10 Downing Street. It's a real letdown. Because I think for the majority of his career, as much as I don't like Jeremy Corbyn, I don't like his policies, I actually think he's actually been very consistent through the majority of his career. It's just a shame the last 3-4 years, this Brexit thing just shows his real character weaknesses, that he's so flippy-floppy. He hasn't got the cojones to say what he's always thought, just because he knows he's not going to be popular with his Labour voters, who are mostly Remainers. So it's unfortunate. It's probably going to be one of the reasons why he never actually achieves any power, because people are starting to see through him. He's just flippy-floppy. He never commits to anything. So it's Jason from Liberty Militia signing off. I'll see you in the next video.